1971 era Elizabeth II to P. New pence, the first decimal coinage. Our journey begins in 1971. This was the year the UK officially switched to the decimal system, abandoning its traditional currency structure in favor of a simpler, base 10 model. The 2p coin, inscribed with new pence, was among the first to be issued after this significant change. The 1971 2p new pence coin was produced in large quantities to meet the needs of the new decimalized system, but that didn't stop errors from creeping in. Even though the Royal Mint took great care to avoid mistakes, errors were inevitable, especially in this early phase of decimal coinage production. Types of errors on the 1971 coin. Double die obverse, a significant error in which the Queen's portrait was struck twice, giving it a ghost-like or doubled appearance. Misaligned dies. The obverse and reverse sides of the coin were not perfectly aligned, resulting in a slightly off-centered design. Coins with these errors are extremely sought after by collectors today. If you have a 1971 2p coin with a double die error or a misaligned die, you're looking at a potential value of $15,000 to $20,000 or more, especially if the coin is in pristine condition. Such errors on early decimal coins have become rarer with time, and their historical significance adds to their market value. Narrator hooked to next coin, but wait, don't go searching through your 1971 coins just yet. We have a lot more rare 2p new pence coins to cover, including one from 1979 that boasts a very unique minting error. Let's dive into it. The Washington quarter is one of the most enduring and widely collected coins in United States history. Minted since 1932, this coin series has seen numerous changes in its composition and design, along with a fascinating array of minting errors. Among these, the 1967 Washington quarter stands out as a particularly intriguing year for error enthusiasts. The combination of minting errors, historical context, and unique anomalies has elevated certain 1967 error quarters to prize status in the numismatic world. In this article, we will dive deep into the history of the 1967 Washington quarter, examine its most notable errors, and explore the values these rare pieces command in the current coin market. The late 1960s was a period of significant change for US coinage. Following the Coinage Act of 1965, the US Mint shifted from producing coins with silver content to using copper-nickel-clad compositions for dimes and quarters. The change was driven by the increasing demand for coins and the rising value of silver, which made it unsustainable to use precious metals for everyday currency. The transition to copper-nickel-clad material did not affect the coin's overall design, but did impact its appearance and durability. Errors during the minting process in 1967 often resulted in striking anomalies that are now valuable collector items. Error coins are typically the result of mistakes during the minting process, ranging from minor irregularities to dramatic flaws. Some of the most notable error types associated with the 1967 Washington quarter include double die error, off-center strike, missing clad layer, broad strikes, die breaks, cuts and cracks, transitional errors. Transitional errors are exceptionally rare and occur when coins are struck on plankets intended for another year or denomination. Transitional errors, $7,000 to $15,000, professional grading, and authentication are essential for determining the value of a 1967 error quarter. Reputable grading organizations like PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service and NGC Numismatic Guarantee Corporation provide certification that enhances a coin's credibility and market value. Type of error. More dramatic errors command higher premiums. Condition. Coins in uncirculated condition are significantly more valuable. Rarity. The scarcity of the error type influences demand and price. Inspect carefully. Use a magnifier to detect subtle errors like doubling or strike-throughs. Search coin rolls. Error coins can sometimes be found in bank rolls or circulation. Buy certified coins. Ensure authenticity by purchasing graded examples from reputable dealers. You ever stop to think that the loose bicentennial quarter change in your pocket might be worth more than face value? While most bicentennial quarter coins are simply tools of trade, a select few are treasures waiting to be discovered. Among these, valuable bicentennial quarters stand out, with one extraordinary coin reaching an almost unbelievable valuation of $20,000. The 1976 bicentennial quarter, part of the United States Mint's celebration of the nation's 200th anniversary, is one of the most iconic coins ever produced. While millions were minted, rare error versions of this coin have captured the attention of numismatists and collectors alike due to their unique characteristics and historical significance. This article delves into the origins of the bicentennial quarter, its design, notable errors, and their potential value in the current coin market. This article explores the world of rare quarters, with a spotlight on the iconic bicentennial quarter and other highly valuable coins. From unique errors to limited production runs, these coins hold a fascinating mix of history and value. If you're curious about hidden gems in coin collecting, keep reading to discover the stories behind these rare quarters. The history of the bicentennial quarter. In 1976, the United States celebrated the 200th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. To commemorate this milestone, the U.S. Mint issued special designs for 3 circulating coins: the quarter, half dollar, and dollar. These coins were struck with dual dates, 1776 to 1976, symbolizing the nation's bicentennial. The bicentennial quarter, in particular, stood out for its distinct design and widespread production. Errors in coin production occur when imperfections arise during minting. These errors can drastically increase the value of a coin, as collectors prize their rarity. Here are some of the most notable error types found in bicentennial quarters. These coins can sell for $2,000 to $10,000, depending on their condition and authenticity. Design competition. The U.S. Mint organized a national design competition in 1973 to select designs for the reverse sides of the 3 coins. What if I told you that a quarter worth just 25 cents could actually be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? That's exactly the case with the 1999 Connecticut quarter, one of the most intriguing coins in the 50-state quarters program. While millions of these quarters were minted, certain versions and errors have skyrocketed in value, making them a must-have for collectors worldwide. Today, we'll explore the fascinating history of the 1999 Connecticut quarter, its beautiful design, rare errors, and how much these coins are worth in today's market. Could this coin be hiding in your change jar? Stick around, because you'll want to find out. The 50-state quarters program was launched by the United States Mint in 1999 to honor each of the 50 states. It became one of the most popular coin series in U.S. history, sparking interest among both novice and experienced collectors. The 1999 Connecticut quarter was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, denoted by the P Mint mark. Here's a breakdown of its production. While the mintage numbers for the Philadelphia Mint are high, certain factors, such as errors and high-grade coins, make specific coins more valuable. Errors and varieties are what make some 1999 Connecticut quarters highly sought after by collectors. Let's take a look at some of the most notable ones. Die clashes. A die clash occurs when the obverse and reverse dies strike each other, without a planchet in place, leaving faint outlines of the reverse design on the obverse side or vice versa. Off-center strikes. These errors occur when the coin is struck off-center, leaving part of the design missing. Double die errors. Double die errors happen when a coin's design is struck more than once, resulting in a doubled appearance of text or images. Strike-through errors. These errors occur when foreign objects, for example grease or debris, interfere with the minting process, leaving unusual marks on the coin. High-grade coins. Coins graded MS67 or higher are rare due to the sheer volume of quarters produced for circulation. High-grade examples from the Philadelphia Mint can fetch $500 to $3,000 or more, depending on demand. Examine the coin surface. Look for unusual marks, doubling, or missing details that could indicate an error. Use a magnifying glass or microscope for a closer inspection. Uncirculated coins have a brilliant, shiny surface, while circulated coins show wear. Coins are graded on a scale from poor P1 to perfect mint state, MS70. Higher grades significantly increase a coin's value. Have your coin graded by a reputable grading service, such as PCGS or NGC, to verify its condition and authenticity. The 1960 to Jefferson nickel is part of the long-running Jefferson nickel series, which has been in continuous production since 1938. The design of the coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the 3rd President of the United States, on the obverse front, and his Virginia home, Monticello, on the reverse back. While the 1960 to Jefferson nickel is a particularly rare in circulated condition, it can be valuable in high grades, or if it has certain mint errors, or the full steps designation. History of the 1960 to Jefferson nickel. The 1960 to Jefferson nickel was minted at two locations, Philadelphia No Mint Mark and Denver D Mint Mark. During this time, the U.S. Mint was producing large quantities of nickels for general circulation. There were no major changes in the design or composition of the coin during this period. Key varieties and errors. Certain varieties and errors from 1962 can make the Jefferson nickel more valuable to collectors. Full steps FS designation. Collectors highly value Jefferson nickels with fully struck steps on Monticello, making them more valuable. Repunched mint marks are PM. This variety is sought after by collectors. Double die varieties. Any discovery of such an error would increase the coin's value. Other mint errors. Coins with off-center strikes, die cracks, or planchet errors can also be collectible and valuable. Current value of the 1960 to Jefferson nickel. The value of a 1960 to Jefferson nickel depends largely on its condition and whether it has the full steps designation or any errors. Most circulated examples hold only a small premium over face value, but uncirculated coins and those with full steps or errors can be worth more. According to the NGC Price Guide, as of October 2024, a Jefferson nickel from 1962 in circulated condition is worth between $5 and $8. However, on the open market, 1962 nickels in pristine, uncirculated condition sell for as much as $5,520. Conclusion. While the 1960 to Jefferson nickel is not rare in general circulation, its value can increase significantly for coins in uncirculated condition, especially those with the full steps designation or notable mint errors. Most circulated coins are worth just a small premium over face value, but well-preserved coins, those with full steps and error varieties, are much more valuable to collectors. The 1981 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, a staple of American coinage since 1909, although the coin is relatively modern. The 1981 Lincoln penny is notable for several error varieties that make it desirable to collectors. These errors fall into different categories. It remains a favorite among collectors due to its enduring design, historical significance, and occasional production errors. Error coins from this era are particularly sought after because the U.S. Mint was producing coins in large quantities, making high-quality control a challenge. As a result, mistakes such as double dies, off-center strikes, and planchet errors occasionally made their way into circulation. This guide explores the history and design of the 1981 Lincoln penny, discusses notable error varieties from that year, and examines how these errors affect the coin's value in the modern numismatic market. History and background of the 1981 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature the likeness of an American president. Over time, the Lincoln cent underwent several design changes, with the reverse featuring wheat ears from 1909 to 1958, and the Lincoln Memorial from 1959 until 2008. By 1981, the Lincoln penny had been struck in its copper alloy composition 95% copper and 5% zinc for decades. However, this year marked the final full year of this composition before the U.S. Mint transitioned to the zinc-based pennies, 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, that began in mid-1982. This historical context makes 1981 pennies the last of their kind for traditional copper composition collectors. Millions of Lincoln pennies were struck in 1981, with production occurring at three facilities: Philadelphia No Mint Mark, Denver D Mint Mark, and San Francisco S Mint Mark for proof coins. Despite high production standards, errors still occurred, and these have become highly collectible due to their rarity. Design of the 1981 Lincoln penny. The design of the 1981 Lincoln penny remained consistent with previous years. Obverse. The obverse features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. It is accompanied by the inscriptions "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the date 1981. Coins struck in Denver bear a small D mint mark below the date, while those from Philadelphia have no mint mark. Reverse. The reverse depicts the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo in 1959. This design replaced the original wheat ears reverse. The inscriptions include United States of America, E pluribus unum, and 1 cent, while the design remained unchanged. Error varieties added an element of intrigue to these otherwise routine coins. Notable error varieties on the 1981 Lincoln penny. The 1981 Lincoln penny is notable for several error varieties that make it desirable to collectors. These errors fall into different categories. Double die errors. One of the most famous types of errors in U.S. coinage. Double die errors occur when the coin die is improperly manufactured, resulting in parts of the design being struck twice, but slightly offset. For the 1981 Lincoln penny, the most notable double die varieties include 1981 double die obverse DDO. This variety exhibits clear doubling on the obverse, particularly in the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date 1981. These features appear doubled under magnification, making them highly collectible. Most 1975 Roosevelt dimes are not considered rare, as they were minted in large quantities. However, there are a few factors that can make specific coins from this year more valuable. That's right, the 1975 Roosevelt dime has hidden secrets that could make your jaw drop. Some of these coins, like the ultra-rare 1975 No-S proof dime, are valued at over $330,000. Yes, you heard that right, a seemingly impossible feat. A dime, or a 10-cent coin, was sold online recently for $550,000 just some time ago, on October 27th, but that's not all. High-grade examples and error varieties of this dime are fetching eye-popping prices in auctions and collector markets. Could you be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it? This tiny piece of metal, with a nominal value of just 10 cents, is now worth about 5 million times that amount, becoming a true treasure for collectors. Born from a mistake during minting in 1975 by the United States Mint in San Francisco, California, what makes the coin utterly unique is that it is actually a dime. From an initial glance, it looks like any ordinary dime, with the image of Franklin Delano Roosevelt on it, except for the absence of the normal S Mint mark, indicating it was produced at the San Francisco Mint. There are only 2 examples known to exist in the world with that feature, making it so desired all over. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, shortly after President Franklin D. Roosevelt's death. Designed to honor his legacy, the dime quickly became one of the most widely used coins in U.S. circulation. By 1975, the dime had already undergone significant changes. Mint locations: dimes were minted in Philadelphia No Mint Mark, Denver D Mint Mark, and San Francisco S Mint Mark. Material composition: the Roosevelt dime transitioned from being made of 90% silver to a copper-nickel-clad composition in 1965. This change was due to the rising cost of silver. This particular coin was inherited by 3 sisters of Ohio after their brother passed away, who had kept it in a bank vault for over 40 years. As stated by the sisters, the coin was bought by their family in 1978 for $18,200, which would roughly come to around $90,000 in today's money. This tiny coin not only was a collector's item, but also served as their rainy day fund in their mind. As said by Ian Russell, president of Great Collections, you can only hope to find coins like these by looking into 1975 proof sets still with a collector, or sitting in a forgotten collection somewhere. However, the chances of finding another such example seem very bleak, further adding to its mystery and value. Why is the S missing? For those uninitiated in the usage of U.S. coinage, every coin has an engraved letter designating the mint at which it was minted: D for Denver, P for Philadelphia, S for San Francisco, and W for West Point. This coin realized a mission error during minting of the special proof set intended for collectors. In 1975, the Mint issued more than 2.8 million sets of 6 proof coins at $7 per set. 2 of these dimes, minted in these sets, were without the S Mint mark, and this became a unique case in numismatic history. In 2019, the only other known example of this type was sold at auction for $456,000. Shortly afterward, it was purchased yet again by a private collector. This is the 1960D era Lincoln penny. Value and history. The 1960D Lincoln penny holds a special place in U.S. numismatic history due to its prominent errors and varieties, making it a favorite among collectors. This penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, which was minted from 1959 to 2008. The 1960D penny is best known for its well-known variety called the small date and large date types, but several die errors also add intrigue to its legacy. In this detailed exploration, we will delve into the history of the 1960D Lincoln penny, its varieties, the different types of errors found, and their significance in determining the coin's value. As with most coins, the condition or grade of the 1960D penny plays a crucial role in determining its value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, uncirculated coin. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. Coins in mint state, MS condition with little to no wear are highly desirable and can command significantly higher prices than circulated coins with wear and damage. Uncirculated coins in mint state condition can fetch significantly higher prices, especially if they are free from major blemishes. Depending on the variety and any errors present, an MS651960D penny can be worth anywhere from $100 to over $1,000 or more. Historical context of the 1960D Lincoln penny. The 1960D Lincoln penny was minted during a period of significant change in the United States. After the end of World War II, the country experienced economic prosperity, technological advancement, and social transformation. In 1959, the U.S. Mint decided to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth by redesigning the reverse side of the Lincoln cent. The original reverse design, featuring two wheat ears, was replaced by the image of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. This new design marked a shift towards modernization while continuing to honor one of the nation's greatest presidents. The transition to the Lincoln Memorial reverse marked a new era for the penny, but the coin retained the same obverse image of Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the mint marks, when applicable, appeared below the date on the obverse side. For the 1960D penny, the D mint mark indicates that the coin was produced at the Denver Mint. The Denver Mint produced over 1.5 billion Lincoln pennies in 1960. Contributing to the widespread circulation of the coin. The small date and large date varieties of the 1960D penny. One of the defining characteristics of the 1960D Lincoln penny is the small date and large date varieties. In 1960, the U.S. Mint accidentally produced two different date styles. These varieties were minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver Mints, but the Denver Mint produced significantly more coins with the large date variety. The difference between these two varieties may seem subtle to the untrained eye, but for numismatists and collectors, these differences are significant. Many collect 1979 era Elizabeth II to P. New pence, the misaligned marvel. Moving ahead to 1979, another fascinating year for the to P. New pence coin, we encounter what collectors often refer to as the misstruck marvel. By this time, the Royal Mint had largely refined the minting process for the new pence coins, but that didn't mean mistakes stopped happening. Explaining the coin. The 1979 Elizabeth II to P. New pence saw errors like off-center strikes and partial color errors. When these mistakes occur, the coin's design appears shifted or incomplete, creating a visually striking and highly valuable error. Types of errors on the 1979 coin. Off-center strike. This occurs when the die isn't perfectly aligned, causing part of the design to appear off-center. Partial color error. The edge of the coin, or the color, is improperly struck, leading to a wavy, uneven rim. Describing rarity and value. These error coins are prized for their unique appearance. Depending on how off-center the strike is, or how warped the color becomes, the value of a 1979 error to P coin can range from $10,000 to $15,000, with some even fetching higher amounts in pristine, uncirculated condition. But we're not done yet. Let's move ahead to 1993. Where an unusual minting mishap produced one of the rarest error coins of the decade. Stay tuned, this next one could blow your mind. The Washington quarter of 1965 marks a pivotal point in the history of U.S. coinage. Known as the first year of the copper-nickel-clad composition, the coin represented a dramatic shift in materials to address economic pressures. While the transition removed silver content, it also inadvertently led to the creation of fascinating error coins. These rare errors have become highly desirable among collectors for their uniqueness and historical significance. This comprehensive guide explores the origins, design, production, error types, and current value of the rare 1965 Washington quarter, with a particular focus on its error coins. The 1965 Washington quarter was the first of its kind to be made without silver. The Coinage Act of 1965 eliminated silver content from dimes and quarters to counteract hoarding and a rising silver market. Instead, the U.S. Mint adopted a copper-nickel-clad composition with a pure copper core. This change made 1965 quarters an integral part of U.S. monetary history. The 1965 quarters were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, with no mint mark to indicate their origin. To meet demand during the transition, the U.S. Mint suspended the use of mint marks entirely for coins minted between 1965 and 1967. As a result, distinguishing mint locations is impossible for these years, making standard coins very common. However, Rare error coins from this year offer significant value to collectors. Errors in 1965 Washington quarters resulted from the challenges of transitioning to clad coinage. These rare mistakes have become some of the most sought-after pieces for collectors. 1965 silver quarter error, despite the official transition to clad coinage. Some 1965 quarters were mistakenly struck on leftover 90% silver plankets from 1964. These are among the rarest 1965 errors. Auction records have seen examples sell for $5,000, $10,000, with exceptional specimens exceeding $15,000. Transitional errors occur when a coin is struck using materials or designs intended for a different year. Transitional errors can range from $2,000 to over $7,000, depending on condition and verification. A double die obverse error results from a misalignment during the die creation process, causing parts of the design to appear doubled. Major doubling, $500, $1,000, or more. Off-center strikes. An off-center strike occurs when the coin blank is not properly aligned during minting, resulting in part of the design being cut off. A clipped planchette happens when a blank is improperly punched, leaving part of the coin's edge missing. Search bank rolls and circulated coinage for possible errors. Explore reputable auction sites like Heritage Auctions or Great Collections. What if a 25-cent coin in your pocket was actually worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? The 1999 Georgia quarter, part of the widely celebrated 50 state quarters program, is not only a stunning piece of U.S. history, but also a potential jackpot for collectors. Rare errors, high-grade examples, and unique varieties have made this coin a hot topic in the world of numismatics. Today, we'll dive deep into the 1999 Georgia quarter, exploring its fascinating design, history, notable errors, and current market value. Could you be holding a rare and valuable quarter without even knowing it? Stick around to find out. The 50 State Quarters program was launched by the U.S. Mint in 1999. Running until 2008, the goal was to honor each state with a unique coin design, creating excitement among collectors and the general public. The Georgia quarter was the fourth coin released in the series and quickly became popular for its elegant design and historical significance. While the mintage numbers are high, specific error coins, high-grade examples, and certain varieties can be worth significantly more than face value. Errors and varieties in the 1999 Georgia quarter have garnered significant interest among collectors. Here are some of the most notable examples. Die clash errors. A die clash occurs when the obverse and reverse dies strike each other without a coin blank planchette in place, leaving impressions of the reverse design on the obverse or vice versa. Off-center strikes. Off-center strikes occur when the coin is struck outside its proper alignment, leaving part of the design missing. Double die errors. Double die errors happen when a coin's design is struck twice, resulting in a doubled appearance of text or images. Strike-through errors. Strike-through errors occur when foreign material like grease or debris interferes with the minting process, leaving unusual marks on the coin. High-grade coins. Coins in near-perfect uncirculated condition graded MS67 or higher are incredibly rare and highly valuable. High-grade 1999 Georgia quarters can fetch $500 to $2,500 or more in auctions, depending on their quality and demand. Inspect the coin closely for unusual marks, doubling, or off-center designs. Use a magnifying glass or microscope for a detailed examination. High-grade coins are significantly more valuable. Authenticity. The 1999 Georgia quarter is more than just a piece of loose change. It's a window into Georgia's history and a potential goldmine for collectors. Whether it's a rare error, a high-grade example, or a stunning proof coin, this quarter has something for everyone. Could you be holding a valuable Georgia quarter without realizing it? Check your change, inspect your collection, and don't miss out on the chance to uncover a hidden gem. The 1954 Jefferson nickel is part of the ongoing Jefferson nickel series, which has been minted since 1938. This series features Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, on the obverse front, and his home, Monticello, on the reverse back. While not particularly rare, certain variations, errors, and high-grade examples of the 1954 Jefferson nickel can have added value. History of the 1954 Jefferson nickel. The 1954 Jefferson nickel was produced into major mint locations: Philadelphia No Mint Mark and Denver D Mint Mark. In the early 1950s, the U.S. economy was stable, and the mint continued to produce large numbers of Jefferson nickels. There were no major changes in the design or composition of the nickel during this period. Key varieties and errors. Collectors value certain varieties and errors from the 1954 Jefferson nickel. These coins can increase in value based on specific characteristics like strike quality and rarity. Full steps FS designation. Repunched mint marks are PM. Collectors look for these varieties, and they can increase the value of the coin. Double die varieties. While no major double die varieties have been documented for the 1954 Jefferson nickel, any discovery of such a coin would increase its value. Other mint errors. These types of errors are generally uncommon, but when they do occur, they are collectible. Current value of the 1954 Jefferson nickel. The value of the 1954 Jefferson nickel depends largely on its condition grade and whether it has any mint errors or the full steps designation. Most circulated examples do not hold significant value beyond their face value, but uncirculated coins or those with full steps are more valuable. According to the NGC Price Guide, as of October 2024, a Jefferson nickel from 1954 in circulated condition is worth between $3 and $5. However, on the open market, 1954 nickels in pristine, uncirculated condition sell for as much as $2,020. Collectability. The 1954 Jefferson nickel is not considered rare in general circulation. However, it becomes much more collectible in uncirculated condition, particularly with full steps, or with errors like repunched mint marks or off-center strikes. The full steps designation is especially important, as coins with sharply defined steps on the reverse are much rarer and more valuable. The 1966 Washington quarter is a significant coin in U.S. numismatic history. This year, like 1965 and 1967, reflects the ongoing challenges and transitions in the U.S. mint's coinage practices. Though standard 1966 Washington quarters are common, error coins from this year stand out as rare treasures for collectors. These errors range from minor flaws to major striking anomalies, making them both historically intriguing and highly valuable. This comprehensive guide delves into the design, historical context, notable errors, and values associated with the rare 1966 Washington quarter errors. The Coinage Act of 1965, signed into law to address a national coin shortage and rising silver prices, introduced the copper-nickel-clad composition for dimes and quarters. By 1966, the U.S. Mint had fully transitioned to this new material. This quarter, like its 1965 predecessor, was composed of a copper core sandwiched between two layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel. From 1965 to 1967, mint marks were omitted to discourage hoarding. As a result, all 1966 quarters lack mint marks, and it is impossible to distinguish coins struck in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. However, error coins represent a fraction of this number, significantly increasing their value to collectors. These errors occur when one or both outer layers of the copper-nickel clad are missing, exposing the copper core. Key characteristics: a reddish or brownish appearance on one or both sides, missing clad layer, $1,000 to $1,500, silver planchet errors. A small number of 1966 quarters were accidentally struck on leftover 90% silver plankets from pre-1965 coinage, uncirculated, $10,000 plus. A double die obverse error occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned, creating a doubling effect on certain design elements. Major doubling, $1,000 plus. Off-center strikes occur when a coin blank planchet is not properly aligned during minting, resulting in part of the design being missing. 50% off-center, $500, $1,000 plus. Error coins must be authenticated and graded by trusted third-party services like PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service or NGC Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. Grading not only confirms the authenticity of an error, but also provides a standard for its condition and value. Rarity of the error. More dramatic and noticeable errors fetch higher prices. Condition of the coin. Mint state examples command premium values. Market demand. Error coins are particularly popular in the numismatic market, influencing their value. The 1993 error Elizabeth II to P. New Pence, proof coin in circulation. Excited tone. Next up is the remarkable 1993 error to P. New Pence coin. Now, this one has a special story because it involves proof coins, the coins made with extra care for collectors accidentally making their way into circulation. Yes, you heard that right. Historical context. Proof coins are struck multiple times using polished dies to give them an immaculate, mirror-like finish. They are usually meant for collectors and are often sold in special sets. However, in 1993, some of these proof-to-be coins were mistakenly mixed in with regular circulation coins. Explaining the coin. If you happen to find one of these proof coins in your loose change, it's like finding a diamond in the rough. The pristine, shiny surface of a proof coin is instantly recognizable, and its rarity as a circulation coin makes it even more valuable. Types of errors on the 1993 coin. Proof coin in circulation, a rare occurrence where coins with a mirror finish and perfect detailing are found outside of collector sets. Describing rarity and value. These proof coins, if found in circulation, can be worth a staggering $20,000 or more. Their polished appearance makes them stand out from the regular to-be coins, and their rarity guarantees a hefty price tag. Hook to next coin. Excited yet? Well, we're just getting started. The 1994 error to-be new pence has its own fascinating story, this time involving cracks in the die that led to a truly unique coin. Let's dive in. 4. What if one of the most common-looking coins in your collection turned out to be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? The 1999p Delaware quarter, the first coin in the U.S. Mint's groundbreaking 50-state quarters program, is not just a token of history, it's a potential treasure trove for collectors. Rare errors, unique varieties, and pristine uncirculated examples have made this coin a favorite among numismatists. Stay with us as we explore the fascinating story of the 1999p Delaware quarter, its standout features, and the jaw-dropping value some of these coins can fetch. Could one of these quarters be hiding in your pocket or coin jar? Let's find out. The 50-state quarters program, initiated in 1999, was a revolutionary coin series by the U.S. Mint. Each state was commemorated with its own unique quarter design, creating an educational and collectible series that captivated the public. The Delaware quarter, as the inaugural coin, kicked off the program in January 1999, setting the stage for one of the most popular collectible coin series in U.S. history. While the mintage was high, certain varieties, errors, and high-grade examples remain valuable and sought after by collectors. Errors and varieties can turn a common quarter into a highly valuable collector's item. Here are some notable examples for the 1999p Delaware quarter. Spitting horse error, one of the most famous errors on the 1999p Delaware quarter. This variety features a die crack that appears to extend from Caesar Rodney's horse's mouth, giving the illusion that the horse is spitting. Off-center strike. An off-center strike occurs when the coin is struck outside its proper alignment, leaving part of the design missing. Value. Off-center Delaware quarters can fetch $100 to $1,000, depending on how far off-center the strike is. Double die error. Double die errors occur when a coin is struck twice with misaligned dies, creating a doubling effect on text or images. Value. Strong doubling can command prices from $150 to over $1,500, depending on its prominence. Strike-through error. Strike-through errors happen when foreign material like grease or debris interferes with the minting process, leaving unusual marks on the coin. Value. These errors can sell for $150 to $500, depending on their uniqueness. High-grade coins. Coins graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are extremely rare and highly prized. Value. High-grade examples can sell for $800 to $4,000 or more at auctions. Look for errors. The 1999p Delaware quarter is not just a piece of pocket change, it's a historic coin with the potential to bring significant value to collectors. The Washington quarter has been a cornerstone of American coinage since its debut in 1932. By the late 1960s, the series experienced a major shift with the transition to copper-nickel-clad compositions, a change necessitated by the Coinage Act of 1965. Among quarters minted in 1968, error coins have captured the fascination of collectors for their rarity and insight into the minting process. These unique coins tell a compelling story of production challenges, making them valuable to numismatists and investors alike. In this article, we delve into the history of the 1968 Washington quarter, its errors, and their values in detail. One of the most notable aspects of 1968 coinage was the return of mint marks, which had been suspended from 1965 to 1967 to deter hoarding during the coin shortage. In 1968, mint marks reappeared, and quarters were struck at 3 U.S. mints. By 1968, the Washington quarter was fully transitioned to a copper-nickel-clad composition, replacing the previous 90% silver alloy. The coin's core consisted of pure copper, while its outer layers were a blend of 75% copper and 25% nickel. The doubled die obverse error occurs when a die is improperly hubbed, creating doubled elements on the coin. Double die errors, off-center strikes, clipped planchet errors, die cracks and cuds, missing clad layer, wrong planchet errors. The value of a 1968 Washington quarter depends on the error type, rarity, and the coin's condition. Below is an estimated value range for notable errors, according to the NGC Price Guide, as of November 2024. A Washington quarter from 1968 in circulated condition is worth between $1.30 and $1.85. However, on the open market, 1969 day quarters in pristine, uncirculated condition sell for as much as $3,700. For error coins, professional grading is essential to confirm authenticity and determine value. Reputable grading services like PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service and NGC Numismatic Guarantee Corporation provide these assurances. Rarity. Errors with fewer known examples command higher prices. Condition. Uncirculated coins or coins in higher grades are significantly more valuable. Market demand. Popular error types are more sought after and can fetch premium prices. Coin rolls and circulation. Searching rolls of quarters or circulated coins is an inexpensive way to discover errors. Auctions. Specialized coin auctions, such as those hosted by Heritage Auctions, frequently feature error coins. Dealers and shows. Coin dealers and shows offer access to certified error coins. Invest in magnification tools. A good loupe or magnifier is essential for spotting doubling or fine errors. Focus on certification. Always prefer certified coins to avoid counterfeits. Network with collectors. Join numismatic forums or clubs to stay informed about market trends and new discoveries. Dive in. 4. 1994 Error Elizabeth II to P. New Pence, the die crack coin. On to 1994. Where one of the most visually interesting errors made its debut, the die crack error. This error occurs when the die used to strike the coin develops a crack or imperfection, leading to raised lines or irregularities on the coin's surface. Historical context. The Royal Mint had, by the mid-90s, made significant advancements in technology, meaning errors like this were becoming increasingly rare. However, when they did happen, they resulted in truly unique coins, each one distinct due to the random nature of the die cracks. Types of errors on the 1994 coin. Die crack, a crack or fissure on the die that leaves raised lines or defects on the surface of the coin. Describing rarity and value. These die crack coins are highly sought after by collectors due to their unique appearance. Depending on the size and location of the crack, these coins can sell for between $5,000 to $10,000, especially if the error is prominent and the coin remains in good condition. Hook to next coin, but don't go away just yet, because up next is the 1995 error to P. New Pence, and this one is all about misaligned dies and clipped plankets. Stick around to find out more. The Washington quarter is one of the most widely recognized coins in American history, boasting a storied past and enduring popularity among collectors. While the standard 1969 Washington quarter holds intrinsic value as part of the series, it's the rare error varieties from this year that captivate collectors. These error coins represent minting anomalies that occurred during production, creating unique and highly sought-after collectibles. This detailed exploration covers the history, notable error varieties, and current market values of the rare 1969 era Washington quarters, offering a comprehensive look into these fascinating coins. The late 1960s marked a period of stabilization in the U.S. mints operations following the Coinage Act of 1965. This legislation transitioned dimes, quarters, and half dollars from 90% silver to copper-nickel-clad compositions to address a national coin shortage exacerbated by silver hoarding. By 1969, the U.S. Mint had fully adapted to the production of clad coins. But occasional errors still slip through quality control. Error coins from 1969 encompass a variety of anomalies, ranging from subtle doubling to significant production flaws. These errors add to the coin's rarity and value, making them prized additions to any collection. Pronounced doubling, $1,500 to $3,000, 50% or more off-center, $800 to $2,000, both sides missing. $2,000 to $4,000, transitional errors, $5,000, $20,000. Depending on rarity and condition, error coins are often difficult to authenticate without professional grading. Certification from reputable organizations like PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service or NGC Numismatic Guarantee Corporation enhances a coin's market value and ensures its authenticity. Key factors in grading. Condition. Higher grade coins are significantly more valuable. Type of error, rare, and dramatic errors command premium prices. Market demand. Popular error types are more sought after. The 1969 Washington Quarter represents a fascinating chapter in U.S. numismatics, with error varieties offering a blend of historical intrigue and collector appeal. From double dies to transitional planchette errors, these anomalies demonstrate the complexity of the minting process and the enduring appeal of rare coins. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a new collector, 1969 error quarters provide a unique opportunity to own a piece of numismatic history. What if I told you that a coin sitting in your pocket could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? That's right, the 1999 Pennsylvania quarter dollar, part of the groundbreaking 50 state quarters program, is not just a piece of history, it's a coin with hidden potential. Whether it's rare minting errors, high-grade examples, or unique varieties, this quarter has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. Stick around to learn about the history, design, rare errors, and jaw-dropping values of this coin. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and whether your Pennsylvania quarter could be worth a fortune. In 1999, the U.S. Mint launched the 50 State Quarters program, one of the most ambitious and successful coin programs in history. The series aimed to celebrate the unique heritage of all 50 states, releasing 5 new quarter designs each year over a 10-year period. While the mintage was high, rare errors, high-grade coins, and unique varieties make this coin valuable to collectors. Errors and varieties can significantly increase the value of the 1999 Pennsylvania quarter. Let's explore some of the most sought-after types. Double die, doubling on the reverse, often visible in inscriptions like Virtue, Liberty, Independence, or the Keystone symbol. Value. DDR varieties often fetch $500 to $3,500, depending on the clarity. Off-center strike, coins struck off-center, leaving part of the design missing, are highly collectible. Value. Off-center errors can sell for $50 to $1,000, depending on the degree of misalignment. Clipped planchette. A clipped planchette error occurs when the coin blank is improperly cut, resulting in a crescent-shaped gap. Value. These coins can fetch $500 to $1,500, depending on the size of the clip. High-grade specimens. Coins graded MS67 or higher by professional services like PCGS or NGC are rare and highly desirable. Value. Top-grade coins can sell for $1,000 to $3,000 at auctions. The 1999 Pennsylvania quarter is more than just a coin, it's a piece of history and a potential goldmine for collectors. Whether it's a high-grade specimen, a rare error, or a unique variety, this quarter offers endless possibilities for discovery and profit. 5. 1995 Error Elizabeth II to P. New Pence, misaligned dies and clipped plankets. The 1995 Error to P. New Pence coin is another gem in the world of numismatic errors. This year saw a couple of unusual minting mistakes, including misaligned dies and clipped plankets. Explaining the errors. Misaligned dies. This error happens when the die that strikes the coin's design is not properly aligned, causing the image on one side of the coin to appear off-center. Clipped planchette. A portion of the coin's edge appears to be clipped or missing, which can occur if the blank metal piece planchette is not correctly fed into the minting press. Describing rarity and value. Misaligned die coins and clipped planchette errors are always in demand by collectors, especially when they result in visually dramatic effects. Depending on the severity of the error, 1995 error coins can be valued at $10,000 or more, making them an exciting find. Hook to next coin, but there's more to uncover. Coming up is the 1996 error to P new pence, where a striking error involving doubling on the Queen's portrait was discovered. Don't miss it. 6. 1996 error Elizabeth II to P new pence, the double die discovery. 1996 brought about one of the more famous error types in coin collecting, the double die error. On the 1996 to P new pence, a rare minting mistake led to the Queen's portrait being struck twice, creating a slightly offset or ghostly second image. Types of errors on the 1996 coin. Double die obverse. This occurs when the coin is struck twice with the same die, resulting in a doubled image, most noticeable on the Queen's profile. Describing rarity and value L. This double die error can be subtle or dramatic, but in either case, it is highly prized by collectors. These coins can easily reach $15,000 to $20,000 in value, with the more prominent examples fetching top dollar at auction. Hook to next coin. Now that we've covered one of the most famous error types, it's time to look at the 1997 to P new pence error coin, where an unusual edge error created waves in the collecting community. Stay tuned. 7. 1997 error Elizabeth II to P new pence, the edge error rarity. In 1997, a rare error involving the edge of the to P coin occurred. Normally, the edges of these coins are smooth, but during this minting run, some coins were struck with reading on the edge, a characteristic more commonly seen on higher denominations like the 10p. Types of errors on the 1997 coin. Reeded edge, the appearance of grooves or ridges along the edge of a coin, typically seen on larger denominations, but mistakenly applied to a to P coin. Describing rarity and value. This error is extremely rare, and coins with this unusual edge can be worth $10,000 to $15,000, depending on the condition and prominence of the error. Hook to next coin. Want to know what comes next? We're heading to 1998, where a rare planchette error resulted in some of the most valuable to P coins ever minted. You won't want to miss this. 8. 1998 error Elizabeth II to P new pence, planchette error. The 1998 error to P new pence coin is famous for its planchette error, which happens when the blank metal piece used to create the coin is flawed in some way before it's struck. This could be anything from a small impurity in the metal to an incorrect thickness or weight. Types of errors on the 1998 coin. Planchette flaw. This error can manifest as cracks, missing chunks, or other imperfections in the metal. Describing rarity and value. These coins, with their significant planchette flaws, are incredibly rare and can fetch anywhere from $15,000 to $20,000, depending on the severity of the error. Hook to next coin. Finally, we arrive at 1999, where a rare misprint created a one-of-a-kind error coin that could be worth a fortune. Stay with us as we close out this incredible journey. 9. 1999 error Elizabeth II to P new pence, the misprinted legend. The 1999 to P new pence error coin is particularly special because of a rare misprint in the inscription. Instead of the usual new pence inscription, some coins from this year were mistakenly struck with 2 pence, creating a unique collectible. Types of errors on the 1999 coin. Misprinted inscription, the incorrect text on the coin's reverse side, with 2 pence appearing instead of the intended new pence. Describing rarity and value. These coins are incredibly rare, and their value skyrockets because of the unique nature of the error. A 1999 error to P new pence coin can be worth upwards of $5,000 to $7,000, depending on its condition and the prominence of the mistake. Excited tone. Well, there you have it, a journey through some of the most valuable and rare error coins in the world of British coin collecting. Remember, these coins may look like any other to P coin at first glance, but with a closer look, they could turn into a life-changing discovery. 2000 error Elizabeth II to P new pence, proof coin in circulation. Excited tone. Next up is the remarkable 2000 error to P new pence coin. Now, this one has a special story because it involves proof coins, the coins made with extra care for collectors accidentally making their way into circulation. Yes, you heard that right. Historical context. Proof coins are struck multiple times using polished dies to give them an immaculate, mirror-like finish. They are usually meant for collectors and are often sold in special sets. However, in 2000, some of these proved to be coins were mistakenly mixed in with regular circulation coins. Explaining the coin. If you happen to find one of these proof coins in your loose change, it's like finding a diamond in the rough. The pristine, shiny surface of a proof coin is instantly recognizable, and its rarity as a circulation coin makes it even more valuable. Types of errors on the 2000 coin, proof coin in circulation, a rare occurrence where coins with a mirror finish and perfect detailing are found outside of collector sets. Describing rarity and value. These proof coins, if found in circulation, can be worth a staggering $10,000 or more. Their polished appearance makes them stand out from the regular to-be coins, and their rarity guarantees a hefty price tag. If you've enjoyed this video and learned something new about the fascinating world of coin errors, don't forget to subscribe to Coin Circle and hit the notification bell. That way, you'll never miss out on the latest discoveries and tips to help you build your collection. Leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare error coin in your collection. Imagine discovering that a coin you thought was worth only 25 cents could actually be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The 1999 New Jersey quarter dollar, part of the iconic 50 state quarters program, is more than just a piece of history. It could be your ticket to an impressive payday. Rare errors, high-grade specimens, and unique varieties of this coin have made it a collector's dream. Stick with us to the very end of this video as we uncover the fascinating history, standout features, and jaw-dropping values of the 1999 New Jersey quarter. Could one of these coins be hiding in your piggy bank? Let's find out. The 50 state quarters program launched in 1999, and it was unlike anything the U.S. Mint had ever done before. Over the course of 10 years, the program released 5 new quarter designs each year, honoring all 50 states. The New Jersey quarter was the third coin released in the series, following Delaware and Pennsylvania. It made waves with its bold design and nod to one of the most iconic moments in American history. While the total mintage was high, rare errors, varieties, and high-grade coins make this quarter highly collectible. Errors and varieties add significant value to coins. Here are some rare and valuable errors found on the 1999 New Jersey quarter. Double die. Doubling can also occur on the reverse side, especially on inscriptions like Crossroads of the Revolution. Value. DDR varieties often sell for $250 to $1,800, depending on visibility. Off-center strike. Off-center strikes occur when the coin is misaligned during minting, leaving part of the design missing. Value. These coins can sell for $100 to $1,500, with dramatic off-center strikes commanding the highest prices. Clipped planchette. A clipped planchette error happens when the coin blank is improperly cut, leaving a crescent-shaped gap. Value. Depending on the size of the clip, these errors can sell for $100 to $1,000. High-grade coins. Coins graded MS67 or higher by professional services like PCGS or NGC are extremely rare. Value. Top-grade specimens can sell for $800 to $5,500 plus at auctions. The 1999 New Jersey quarter is a remarkable piece of history that celebrates America's Revolutionary War heritage. Whether you're drawn to its bold design, rare errors, or high-grade examples, this coin has something for every collector. The 1964 Jefferson nickel is one of the more common coins in the long-running Jefferson nickel series, which began in 1938. This series features a portrait of President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse front and his home, Monticello, on the reverse back. The 1964 nickel is especially significant due to the extremely high mintage during that year, as the U.S. Mint was responding to increased demand for coins due to coin shortages in the early 1960s, despite its high mintage. Some higher-grade examples and certain varieties can carry additional value. History of the 1964 Jefferson nickel. The 1964 Jefferson nickel was minted at 2 locations, Philadelphia No Mint Mark and Denver D Mint Mark. 1964 marks an important year in U.S. coinage history, as it was the last year before significant changes were made to the composition of other U.S. coins, particularly the silver content in dimes and quarters, which were phased out starting in 1965. However, the composition of the Jefferson nickel remained the same. Key varieties and errors. Despite the high mintage, certain varieties and errors can increase the value of a 1964 Jefferson nickel. Full steps FS designation. Coins with 6 fully defined steps, known as full steps FS nickels, are much rarer and more valuable. Repunched mint marks are PM. These varieties are sought after by collectors and can increase the value of the coin. Double die varieties. While no major double die varieties have been confirmed for the 1960 for Jefferson nickel, minor varieties may exist and would carry additional value. Other mint errors. As with other coins, off-center strikes, die cracks, or planchette errors can occur and may be worth a premium. Current value of the 1960 for Jefferson nickel. Given the enormous mintage of the 1960 for Jefferson nickel, most examples found in circulation today do not have significant value beyond their face value, unless they are in high-grade, uncirculated condition or have notable errors, according to the NGC price guide. As of October 2024, a Jefferson nickel from 1964 in circulated condition is worth between $5 and $8. However, on the open market, 1960 for nickels in pristine, uncirculated condition sell for as much as $3,000 to $125. Conclusion. The 1960 for Jefferson nickel is a common coin due to its high mintage, but high-grade examples, coins with full steps, or those with mint errors can carry a premium. Most circulated coins have little value beyond face value, but uncirculated or error coins are more valuable to collectors. If you come across a 1960 for Jefferson nickel with clear, defined steps on Monticello, or one with a minting error, it could be worth much more than a standard circulated example. The 1965 Jefferson nickel is part of the long-running Jefferson nickel series, featuring the same design since 1938, a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse front and his Monticello home on the reverse back. The 1965 nickel was produced during a significant transitional period in U.S. coinage, especially regarding the composition of other coins like the dime and quarter. However, the nickel's composition remained unchanged. History of the 1965 Jefferson nickel. This period also marked the transition away from silver in U.S. dimes and quarters. In 1965, the U.S. Mint began producing clad coins using a copper-nickel sandwich instead of silver for the dime and quarter, but the nickel's metal composition 75% copper and 25% nickel remained the same. Key varieties and errors. Though the 1965 Jefferson nickel was mass-produced, certain varieties and mint errors can make individual coins more valuable. Full steps FS designation. Collectors prize Jefferson nickels with fully struck steps on the Monticello building, making full steps coins especially desirable. Double die varieties. Any such error would increase its value significantly. Other mint errors, off-center strikes, die cracks, or planchette errors can also make these nickels worth more than their face value. Current value of the 1965 Jefferson nickel. Due to the high mintage of 1965 Jefferson nickels, most examples found in circulation today do not have significant value beyond their face value unless they are in high grades, uncirculated, or exhibit notable errors. According to the NGC price guide, as of October 2024, a Jefferson nickel from 1965 in circulated condition is worth between $5 and $8. However, on the open market, 1965 nickels in pristine, uncirculated condition sell for as much as $3,575. Collectability. The 1965 Jefferson nickel is not particularly rare in circulation, and most circulated coins hold little value beyond their face value. However, high-grade uncirculated coins, especially those with full steps, are highly collectible. Additionally, error coins from this year are sought after by collectors. The 1977 Jefferson nickel, like other coins in the long-running Jefferson nickel series, features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse front and his Monticello home on the reverse back. This coin follows the same design and composition that has been in place since the series began in 1938. The Jefferson nickel has been produced continuously, and while the 1977 nickel is not rare, certain conditions, errors, and varieties can make specific examples more valuable. History of the 1977 Jefferson nickel. The 1977 Jefferson nickel was minted during a period of stable production, and there were no major design changes or composition shifts. The U.S. Mint continued using the standard composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This coin was produced into major mint facilities, Philadelphia No Mint Mark and Denver D Mint Mark. Both facilities produced a large number of Jefferson nickels, which were used heavily in circulation. Key varieties and errors. While the 1977 Jefferson nickel is common, some varieties and errors can enhance its value to collectors. Full steps FS designation. The coin receives the full steps FS designation, which significantly increases its value. Coins with full steps are rare, especially from this period, because many Jefferson nickels were not struck well enough to produce fully defined steps. Double die varieties. If you find a coin with doubling, it would be worth more than a standard 1977 nickel. Other mint errors, off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped plankets, or other minting errors can also make these nickels more valuable. Error coins are always sought after by collectors and can carry a premium. Current value of the 1977 Jefferson nickel. Due to the high mintage of the 1977 Jefferson nickel, most examples found in circulation have little value beyond their face value. However, uncirculated coins, full steps examples, or coins with notable errors are worth more. Collectability. Although the 1977 Jefferson nickel is common, it remains popular among collectors of the Jefferson nickel series. High-grade coins, full steps examples, and error coins are especially sought after. Given that many coins from this era were struck poorly, well-struck coins in uncirculated condition with clear steps are more valuable and can command higher prices at auction or in private sales. According to the NGC Price Guide, as of October 2024, a Jefferson nickel from 1977 in circulated condition is worth between $3 and $5. However, on the open market, 1977 nickels in pristine, uncirculated condition sell for as much as $4,120. The 1980p Jefferson nickel is part of the long-standing Jefferson nickel series, which features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse front and his Monticello home on the reverse back. The P Mint mark denotes that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Although this nickel is not considered rare, specific conditions, varieties, and errors can affect its value. History of the 1980p Jefferson nickel. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, and its design remained largely unchanged until the early 2000s. The 1980p nickel was minted during a period of consistent U.S. mint production. The composition of the 1980p nickel, like other Jefferson nickels, is 75% copper and 25% nickel. This composition remained standard from the coin's introduction in 1938. Key varieties and errors. While the 1980p Jefferson nickel is not rare, there are specific varieties and errors that can increase the value of some coins. Full steps FS designation. Coins with this designation are rare because many Jefferson nickels were not struck with enough detail. Full steps examples are highly valued by collectors. Double die varieties. Though no major double die varieties are widely known for the 1980p, any such error would make the coin more valuable. Other mint errors. These errors are always sought after by collectors, and the rarity and visibility of the error typically determine the value. Current value of the 1980p Jefferson nickel, given the high mintage. Most circulated 1980p Jefferson nickels have little value beyond their face value, unless they are in uncirculated condition or exhibit a notable error. According to the NGC Price Guide, as of October 2024, a Jefferson nickel from 1980p in circulated condition is worth between $3 and $5. However, on the open market, 1980p nickels in pristine, uncirculated condition sell for as much as $3,310. Collectability. While the 1980p Jefferson nickel is common in circulation, it is still of interest to collectors, especially those collecting Jefferson nickels by date and mint mark. The most sought-after examples of this coin are those in uncirculated condition, coins with the full steps designation, and any coins with notable errors. The full steps examples, in particular, are prized because they demonstrate a well-executed strike, which is rarer for coins from this period. The 1983p Jefferson nickel, like others in the Jefferson nickel series, features a design that has remained largely unchanged since its introduction in 1938. The coin shows Thomas Jefferson on the obverse front and his Monticello home on the reverse back. The P Mint mark indicates that it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. Although the 1983p nickel is not considered rare, specific conditions, varieties, and errors can significantly enhance its value. History of the 1983p Jefferson nickel. The 1980s saw the continuation of the Jefferson nickel design, which had been largely unchanged since its debut. Coins from this period were struck in large numbers to meet the growing demand for circulating currency. The Jefferson nickel was composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, a composition that has been standard since the series began. Key varieties and errors. While the 1983p Jefferson nickel is common, some varieties and mint errors can increase the value of specific coins. Full steps FS designation. Coins with full steps are significantly more valuable because the Jefferson nickel is notoriously difficult to strike with full detail, especially in this period. Double die varieties. Collectors always search for any signs of doubling on the obverse or reverse. If you find such a coin, its value could increase substantially. Other mint errors. These minting errors can make the coin worth significantly more than its face value, depending on the rarity and visibility of the error. Current value of the 1983p Jefferson nickel. The 1983p Jefferson nickel is commonly found in circulation, and most circulated coins hold little value beyond their face value unless they are in excellent condition or have errors. However, uncirculated coins, full steps examples, or error coins can be more valuable. According to the NGC price guide, as of October 2024, a Jefferson nickel from 1983p in circulated condition is worth between $3 and $5. However, on the open market, 1983p nickels in pristine, uncirculated condition sell for as much as $5,110. Collectability. While the 1983p Jefferson nickel is common in circulation, collectors still seek out high-quality examples, particularly those with full steps or notable mint errors. The economic conditions of the early 1980s and the large mintage numbers make it challenging to find well-struck examples, particularly with fully defined steps on the reverse. As a result, high-grade and full steps coins are in demand.